Hello, everyone. It's Jean Dard, that science guy from the Great Lakes Science Center. Those of you who are familiar with NSBE, the National Society of Black Engineers, know that the organization was founded in 1975 with a mission to increase the number of culturally responsible Black engineers who excel academically, who succeed professionally, and who positively impact the community. What you might not know is that the organization has a pre-college initiative program designed to promote college academics, technology, and leadership with its primary goal to encourage students in grades K through 12 to develop an interest in science, technology, engineering, and math. Joining us here today and to tell us more about the pre-college initiative program is Reggie Glossett, an assistant engineer with Turner Construction. Reginald graduated from the University of Cincinnati with a degree in mechanical engineering and has been working with Turner Construction for the past 3 years. He's also a longtime NSBE member. Reggie, welcome.
How you doing, John? As you mentioned, I'm Reginald Glossett. I've been working with Turner for 3 years. I first joined NSBE back in 2013 and instantly became part of NSBE Junior, helping out. And I enjoy doing that to, pass forward my knowledge, experience to the youngins and help them avoid whatever traps I may have stumbled on and succeed far beyond myself. I'm going to pass it to my friend Deanna, the NSBE Professional President.
Deanna, welcome to the show. We're so glad to have you with us. Perhaps her audio isn't connected.
Sorry. Hi.
Reginald, who else do we have? Who else? I know it looks like you've got a whole bunch of folks that are with you. Who else do you have with you today?
Also got Ramona, Laurie, Shakara, and Ricky.
Great. Well, what can you folks tell us? What can you tell us about this incredible program?
Hi. As Reggie mentioned, I'm Deanna Davis. I'm currently serving as the Northeast Ohio president of the NSBE Professionals, where our mission is to increase the number of culturally responsible Black engineers who excel academically, succeed professionally, and positively impact the community. Specifically, the professionals inspire the next generation of technical professionals and serve as a catalyst for transforming the culture of engineering. So we are in the city of Cleveland. We are promoting and giving peer-to-peer support amongst each other, as well as professionally holding classes and sessions that help feed the technical and the soft skills of professional engineers.
Wow, I'm so impressed that you mentioned that, because not only is it the technical aspect, but it's also those soft skills that are so important as well.
Yes, very much so. In addition, one of our major aspects of the program is to support NSBE Junior, which is the grades K through 12. And I'll pass it over to Ramona Laurie to give more detail, as she is the advisor of that organization.
Thank you so much. Ramona, tell us about this great program. Tell us about NSBE Junior.
Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about myself first. Deanna and I met in college. Deanna didn't say it, but she's an industrial engineer. I am a civil engineer. I work for the city of Cleveland. I'm the commissioner of the local sewer department, water pollution control.
Really?
And so for me, a little earlier than 2013, as Reggie mentioned, Deanna and I, as I stated, met in college in NSBE. And so it was there that the two of us learned the value of NSBE. They often refer to themselves as a family, which it truly is. It's a total support system. And so as a result of that, after graduating from college, both of us continued to figure out how to develop students to stay on a good career path and gain exposure that we didn't gain until college. And so with the NSBE Junior program, initially the Cleveland chapter focused on grades 9 through 12. And we had the opportunity at the Detroit conference to meet Reggie, which helped us to do the pilot where we now have expanded through K through 8, recognizing the importance to expose students to STEM as early as possible. And so, as Deanna said, at the child level or the student level, what we also do is the STEM as well as the soft skills. Every year we do a successful program to prepare students for those skills as well. So not just the technical, but every month when we meet, they have to stand up, introduce themselves, and just get practice on speaking and projecting their voice. I see Shakira smiling. She was an officer while there. So oftentimes, Ricky's been with us 2 years, so he doesn't know it as much, but Shakira is very familiar with getting put on the spot because I tell them you always got to be ready to speak. And so there will be plenty of sessions. I think she visited, was it last month or 2 months ago? And now at collegiate level. And I said, well, you're here, you know the drill. Come on up front and lead the session. So no time to prepare, but she knows you have to be ready. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Shakira. And I would say for me, doing the program is to inspire students such as them. Since I've been the advisor for a little over 10 years, I believe, students that graduate, the success, and where they are. And so with that, Shakira, if you could talk about your experience as a NSBE member and officer.
Thank you. Shakira, tell us about it. I want to know what your experiences are.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shakira Bentley. Like I said previously, I am now a sophomore at the University of Akron as a cybersecurity major with 2 minors in computer security and emergency management. So I started my NSBE career, I want to say in 10th grade, so 2017, 2018 maybe. So when I first got introduced to NSBE, my mom told me about it. And I just knew that from the beginning, like I didn't know that what type of engineer I wanted to be, but I knew it had to be something because that's the only thing that I liked. I liked coding. I liked problem solving. So when I came to the first NSBE meeting, my eyes were opened. When they said their motto, I just fell in love with it because succeed professionally in a positive, succeed professionally. That's what I knew. That I was like, oh wow. They're serious about their business, and I want to too. So when the next year came, we went to the national convention, and that's when I talked to more computer scientists about like what they did because I didn't know if I wanted to be a computer engineer, if I wanted to be a programmer, and so I didn't want to be either. I'm in cybersecurity now, so just leading the way a little bit. But also to add, NSBE has also given me a really big feat in my career. Through this program, I was able to travel to Namibia, Africa, to learn with 20 other girls from the US and girls all across Africa to learn more about STEM. So we spent 2 weeks in Africa learning from Google engineers, Intel engineers, NASA engineers from all over the country. And I think that was like the major turning point where I'm like, okay, this is where I want to stay at because I know that not only can I succeed professionally, I can positively impact my community and the world with what I've learned here and with NSBE. So now, yes.
I was going to say, what an incredible opportunity! What a great experience to have and to be able to share with others.
Yes, it really was. Like I truly I encourage all girls, especially because like there aren't many girls in the STEM field, to take that risk and just learn like what you don't know because you never know what can alter your life with just a simple experience. When I was first going into NSBE, my sophomore year, I became the vice president. Then going into my senior year, I was the president of the NSBE junior chapter for a while. Then as I went into my college career, I knew that if it didn't have a NSBE, I didn't want to go to school here. Or I'd have to build one of my own. But I just knew that my college career wouldn't be right if it didn't have a National Society of Black Engineer of its own. And thankfully, the University of Akron did. And I am now the marketing chair for NSBE. So I'm still going strong. NSBE for life, to me personally.
Very, very nice. Very nice. It sounds like it laid the perfect foundation for you to build upon.
It
Now,
did.
I think there's another student that's there. Who else do you have with you?
Hey, I'm Ricky. I'm a high school in NSBE junior program, and I go to St. Edward High School, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay.
For me, from the program, what I like about it is that when I first came in, I was really interested. I know I'm interested in engineering, but I still don't know which type I'm interested in yet. But from going to each meeting, I learned more about the different types of engineers and the different things they do, and it really helps me think about what I want to do later in my future.
Wow. Again, it's another great experience, and more than being able to go to those meetings, you have the opportunity to meet professional engineers, folks who are already there, who are able to mentor you, and likewise, you get to turn around and mentor somebody coming up behind you.
All right.
That is just a piece that you said there, John, is where Deanna, Reggie, and I work hand in hand, because I know I can speak for myself that until NSBE in college, I had never met an engineer, did not know what an engineer was. And so for these students, even at the elementary level, as you just indicated, it's important for them to see, which is why Deanna, the NSBE professional program, is there at the meetings as well and supporting the students. Now, Reggie takes the full lead on the K through 8, and I stay with the 9th through 12th grade. But, so the three of us together, and there's other volunteers, Angela Jones and Jessica Cotton, and many other professional volunteers that help us in this space as well.
We get it. It sounds like an extraordinary program. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing a little bit about it. Folks, we've been speaking with members of NSBE. That's a National Society of Black Engineers, and it's a great group. For more information about NSBE or NSBE Junior, you'll definitely want to visit their website. That's at www.nsbe.org.